Good morning. So we have been telling about the repair to safeguard sustainability is one of the options in front of us. So as far as possible, we should see the gadgets, the equipment, the machinery, the devices, the implements, the accessories which we are using in our day-to-day life, either as part of our profession or as part of our household activities. We should see that as far as possible, those are maintained well, and if any fault occurs, corrections have to be done with the necessary repair, and we should be in a position to use it again. So reducing, repairing, then reusing. We have to reuse. Wherever possible, we should try to reuse with modifications or without modifications. Repetition of use. So in the design and engineering is a stream. Even all professional graduates are studying during their undergraduate, which will enable them to orient the design and engineering concepts towards sustainability. So sustainability and design and engineering are two subjects which are introduced in the undergraduate level, which will help them to be environmentally conscient, to equip themselves when they become the professionals, to build up the environment with the least pollution and better standard of living, and to have various entrepreneurships where green engineering is promoted and sustainability is safeguarded. So design and engineering shall have in mind to evolve systems and services, equipments and accessories, machineries, which can be reused with little modifications or without that, by which the carryover of waste, solid waste on the land can be reduced. So reuse, reduce, repair, then refuse. To avoid refuses in a later stage as waste, we should refuse certain things whenever either the demand is more or supply is less. When supply is less and demand is more, along with reduction, sometimes we have to resort to refusal to refuse. Another, any material or component which has a bad influence on health, impact on the environment, or the social balance, or the overall development, any material in due course will tell upon any one of these things, we should refuse that. There are certain things which are obvious, which are existing in the environment, which any human being can easily avoid. There are components. Everybody know. So for better sustainability and good health, refusing what is not required, what is not at all required, shall be resorted. Everybody should have a priority of their requirements. The most essential, needed, optional, not needed, not at all needed. I don't know whether I can repeat it again. Anyway, try. Most essential, needed, optional, not needed, not at all needed. Everybody, this priority will change. But the principle is the same. What are the essential commodities? Cannot change that much. But for the optional, there you have to give more refusal concept. From optional, not needed, not at all needed. There the refusal concept comes, needed. There the reduction concept has to come. Essential, the repair concept has to come. So that should be the approach. We have to be environmentally vigilant. Whenever we get involved in consumption, regular consumption of a matter or a material, we should be vigilant and aware of its consumptional impact on the environment. How far it is going to have an impact on the environment. It will start from an individual point of view and it will reach to the research point of view. And there are organizations, voluntary organization, non-governmental organization, administrative organizations to monitor, manage and control the impact on the environment, known as environmental impact assessment. Environmental impact assessment. Environmental impact assessment is an indicator. That value is an indicator. How much the environment is in the sustainability circle. And does the sustainability circle accommodate all the favorable factors or any other factors are going outside the sustainability circle? Whenever more parameters are going outside the sustainability circle, stringent rules and regulations may have to be resorted to, for which the environmental impact assessment to a great extent will help. So to reiterate, reduce, repair, reuse, then recycle. Recycling is either to get same thing reproduced or modified products. Recycling is use the raw materials by some process, get the raw materials, let the product be converted to its parental materials, to the raw materials by some process, then use those raw materials again for the purpose, either for the same purpose or for different purpose, modified purpose. In construction industry, this happens. Recycling happens in the case of debris. Whenever you demolish a large portion of a building or a building itself, you get lot of debris. These debris are processed and are used in one way or other for similar constructions. Plastics are also recycled, but the problem with recycling of plastic is whenever the plastic products are burned, that will create a problem in the atmosphere, the air, because dangerous gases will produce, especially when the temperature is more than 140 degree Celsius. When the temperature goes more than 140 Celsius, plastic starts evolving, emulating dangerous gases. So recycling, the products are broken down using heat methods also. Whenever the products are broken down using heat methods, there is a danger of environmental hazard. So recycling of plastics shall be done very carefully. But in one way, if you start recycling plastics in a safe environment without increasing the temperature to a great extent, will reduce new plastics to crop in, which in one way will help the environment. Recycling. Then replace, reduce, repair, reuse, recycle, replace. When a particular system is consuming more energy, it's energy intensive, or whose efficiency is very low, the outcome or output is less, then replacement is one of the solutions. Replacement can be with a new one or a better design and engineering component. A modified design and engineering component by which you can replace. Either the system as a whole you can replace, or the components can be modified and replacement, a partial replacement or a fully replacement.
The concept of sustainability first appeared in the Brundtland Report published in 1987. This document, which was also referred to as Our Common Future, was elaborated for the United Nations in order to warn about the negative environmental consequences of economic development and globalization. It was written with the aim of offering solutions to the problems arising from industrialization and population growth. Today, sustainability tries to secure present needs without compromising future generations. How? Without giving up any of the three essential pillars: environmental protection, social development, and economic growth. Sustainability is concerned with assuming that nature and the environment are not an inexhaustible resource, and so it is necessary to protect them and use them rationally. Sustainability promotes social development, seeking cohesion between communities and cultures to achieve satisfactory levels in quality of life, health, and education. Thirdly, sustainability focuses on equal economic growth that generates wealth for all without harming the environment. Nowadays, many of the challenges that humans face, such as climate change or water scarcity, can only be tackled from a global perspective and by promoting sustainable development. Now that you know what sustainability is, remember to act in the present, thinking about the future.
These are all preventions. Prevention is better than cure. Reusing is a prevention. Reducing is a prevention. Repairing is a prevention. Replacement is a prevention. Recycling is a prevention. Along with these prevention procedures, we have to have some sustainable procedures also. One of such sustainable procedure is called replenishment, recharge, replenishment. We should replenish our water. The natural resources have to be replenished. So another is replenishing, replenishment, rebuilding, recharging, reproduction. So that also part also you should see. Not only just preventing, but also promoting. So replenishment is promoting the environment. Recharging is promoting the environment. Rebuilding is promoting the environment. Re-energizing is promoting the environment. Rehabilitation is promoting the environment. Replenish, reproduce, rehabilitate, re-energize. So that is also one method which are proactive as well as sustainability is concerned. We will continue tomorrow by God's grace. Thank you. God bless.